What's going on, guys? I'm Ecliptic, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the full-on step-by-step Easter egg for the Map Der Eisendrache, and this map is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's awesome. It's everything I wanted within the next map. But anyways, before I get into the video some more, I want to point out that I'm not going to be showing the 4 upgrades to the bows within this Easter egg guide, and the reason for that being is the video would be like a 30-minute video if I were to do that, which would be absolutely insane, and I don't feel like you guys would want to sit there for 30 minutes watching an Easter egg tutorial for things you probably already know since you've seen all the upgrade tutorials from every single YouTuber already. But anyways, another thing I want to say is huge shout out to the JFK Gamer, Starburst, and Kingdom Hops for helping me get this Easter egg done. We got in the game, got it done. Done deal. Also, a bigger shout out to Starburst because he was able to give me some footage that I didn't have. So basically, thanks to him, I have some footage of an Easter egg step that I wasn't able to record since I was training the zombies at the time. But anyways, the links are down below for the tutorials and the channels, so make sure you go check them out if you need to, and check out the channels as well because they're awesome YouTubers, they're awesome guys. But anyways, let's get right on into the tutorial. Alright, for this first step, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get the Wrath of the Ancient's bow, and you need to head over to the teleporter room, and with the Wrath of the Ancient's bow, you're going to shoot the teleporter prongs on top of the teleporter that you see there, and once you shoot all of the prongs on the teleporter with the Wrath of the Ancient's bow, it's going to light up the prongs golden, and once they're all golden, you'll hear a sound like this. It sounds like a Margwa screech, and then you're on for the next step. Here is the sound. Alright, for this next step, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go around the map and look around for the electric auras on these items here. For instance, this phone on the wall in the power room. There's going to be 4 items around the map that are going to have an electric aura on them, and only one at a time will have the electric aura on them, and you have to shoot 4 of them, like I said, and then you'll be done with the step. But here are the 8 different locations that the aura can spawn in. The first one, as you saw, was in the power room. The second one can be in the Maxis room with the globe. That'll be the second aura that will light up. The third one will be right here on top of this box, right inside the double tap, or right above the double tap machine inside the buildable area, or the buildable room. It'll be this box. The third one will be right here within the back car tire. It'll have the electric aura around it. Once again, just shoot it with your bow, and then it will go on to the next wisp, unless that is the last wisp. The fourth one is going to be right behind Quick Revive. It'll be right behind Quick Revive, and it'll be on the desk right there. It'll be the telephone with an electric aura around it. It'll be that one. The 5th location right here is going to be inside the comms room or the cathedral. It's going to be this little radio thing on top of these monitors or whatever. The 6th one is also going to be right inside the comms room. It'll be this clock right here that'll be glowing with an electric aura around it. It'll be very obvious what it looks like. That will be glowing. And the final location is going to be right here inside the barracks. It's going to be this clock right above the gray shells right there. And that is going to be the last location. If you fail this step, you're going to hear a sound like this. And that sound basically means that you failed and you're going to have to go to a new round to start again. Upon completion of the Wisp step, everyone needs to head to the teleporter here. You'll see that it is purple, and that means that you've done the last step correctly. So once it is purple, everyone head to the teleporter and teleport. And in this room, you're going to need to find 3 main things, right there being the blue tube. And right here on this box is going to be 2 fuses, and you're going to absolutely need that fuse. It's going to be right there on that brown box that you see right there. And you need to grab that. Make sure you grab the tube and make sure you grab the 2 fuses. And the third thing that you're going to need within this room is you're going to need the safe code. So everything that the Dr. Groff types into that safe, remember those symbols and remember them completely, or else this step is going to be a pain in the ass for you. So remember those symbols. It's not very hard to remember them, but anyways, let's get on into the next step. Alright, for the next step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to the death ray trap, and at the death ray trap there will be a little slot for you to put the fuse, which is right there. And once you put in the fuse, head over to the other side of the thing and then turn it to the protect mode. It should be on destroy, and then you press square to turn it to the protect mode. Ours was a little glitched in the gameplay. It didn't go to protect mode, it just went downwards in like a glitched motion. But anyways, usually the needle should go towards the protect mode. Alright, simply enough, you come over to these terminals right after doing the death ray, and once you come over to these terminals, they will have the symbols on them that were part of the safe code. As you know, that you have to remember the safe code, so if you have the 3 symbols, you just input them into the computer as follows, and once you input them into the computer, it will open up the safe, and then you are ready for the next step. Alright, for the next step, all you have to do simply enough is come back down into the Undercroft, and you want to head over to the safe after you open it through the terminals. And once you open up the safe, there will be a floppy disk and the 2 fuses again inside the safe. You want to pick those up, make sure you pick them up. Once you have them inside your inventory, you are ready for the next step. Alright, for this next step, simply enough, all you have to do is come back to the death ray trap with the 2 fuses that you just obtained, and then there's going to be these 2 pillars next to the death ray trap that you have to place the fuses back in. You place the fuses back in both the pillars, which you're seeing right now, and once you do that, all you have to do is turn the death ray trap back to destroy mode, and you're good to go. So basically for this step, what you have to do is you want to head over to these terminals right after doing the last step, and once you're at these terminals, you want to press your interact key with them, and it'll show you 4 symbols on the monitors. Memorize those symbols because you're about to do a memorization game. So right now we have circle, D, lightning bolt, and then rocket, and then those are our 4 symbols, and then it'll start showing you a symbol on the big screen, so you have to coordinate those with the symbols that it showed you earlier. So we had circle, D, lightning bolt, rocket, as you saw, and then basically it's giving us D right now, and then you would have to match it up with the D, which was in order, and that's pretty much all you have to do. You'll know when you're done this step when you see the Tesla coil behind you turn white, and then you have to do another one of these matching games but at a different set of terminals. So right here, as you see, as my friend is finishing up this matching game, we turn around and then you see that the Tesla coil has like a bunch of white clouds around it, and that's when you know you are done the first set of terminals. The second set of terminals is right here, right next to the rocket pad. You have to play the same game again. It'll be different symbols in the 4 monitors, and all you have to do is play the same game again. Not too hard, it's just memorization, not very hard. It's just right next to the rocket pad, like I said. But once you're done with this game, all you have to do is head back up to the Tesla coils right after this. Alright, for this next step, all you have to do is head back up to the Tesla coils, and then you'll see a green button at the back of the death ray, and then you press that green button, and what that will do is that'll shoot down the rocket that was launched with Tank Dempsey in it, and once it shoots down that rocket, Tank Dempsey will be coming down inside the rocket and hit the bell tower and hit the ground, and then once it hits the ground, you want to head straight over to that rocket, and then there will be the golden vril device from Call of the Dead. It'll be on the ground inside the snow, and you want to make sure you take that vril device, but do not use it yet. Use it when I tell you to inside the guide, or else your life will be made a living hell. So basically, keep the vril device for now, and then you'll be using it later. So anyways, let's get on into the next step. So basically for this step, you have to redo the wisp step to get the teleporter to become purple again, and once you do that, you have to teleport into the past once again, and when you teleport into the past, you are looking for an Apothicon book, and once you press square on that book, it'll open up a chest that has a stone tablet inside. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the Apothicon book, but it'll be pretty obvious when you see it, so press square on the Apothicon book. My friend did this, and then the stone tablet was inside. You take that stone tablet, and then you're ready for the next step. Alright, for this step, you want to head over to the sarcophagus room, and inside the sarcophagus room, there will be the vril device implant. Put the vril device inside the sarcophagus room, and you are ready for this step. The keeper will come out of the vril device, and you will follow the keeper around. He will lead you to these stone tablets, but be prepared for this step. As soon as you put that vril device in, it'll have an infinite spawning amount of dogs. Dogs will keep spawning over and over again. But basically, once the keeper gets to a stone tablet, there will be a white circle on the ground, and once you're in the white circle, there will be a colored screen. Your screen will be colored. It is orange right now, which means the person with the orange bow has to kill the zombies. Alright, the next location the keeper is going to head, or one of the locations the keeper is going to head right afterwards, is in here in the knight's room. Right here, as you see, we're standing in the circle. The screen around us is a dark blue, which means that the person with the storm bow has to kill all the zombies in that area, and once he kills a bunch of zombies, the souls will go inside the stone tablet, and you know when you're done when you see the stone tablet, like a light blue or a cyan blue, just like that, and that means you are done that stone tablet, and you're ready for the next location. Another location that the keeper will go, and it is randomized. He doesn't go in the same order every time, but basically another location that the keeper will go is right here, right next to Mule Kick. Right now that you see the screen is a cyan blue, which means the person with the wolf bow, which was me, has to kill all the zombies within the white circle, which means that I am killing all the zombies, and that stone tablet is done right after like 15-20 kills, which is pretty simple. The next area that the keeper is going to go to is right here, and in this area is where the stone tablet will be missing that you got in the previous step. You have to put the stone tablet inside the empty slot, and once it's in there, then the person with the purple bow, or whatever the bow that you have to use, is going to kill all the zombies with it. So this one takes a little bit longer. It takes about 40 to 50 kills, or not 40 to 50, 30 to 40 kills, and panzer soldats will spawn during this, so you be prepared a little bit. There will be panzer soldats and dogs coming at you all the time, but basically just do what you did with the other 3 stone tablets, and then you'll be done with this step. Okay, so following up from the last step, the keeper, once you finish the 4th tablet, the keeper will turn into a actual keeper. He won't be a ghost anymore. And once he turns into an actual keeper, you want to follow him up until the pyramid room. And once you follow him up to the pyramid room, you are done this step. It's simple enough. You are ready for the next step. Alright, for this next step coming up, it is going to be the final step of the Easter egg, and I recommend that you get ready for this step. It is going to be a little bit tricky, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. I would recommend stocking up on your mega gumballs, or whatever you want. You stock up on ammo, stock up on your mega gumballs, make sure you have the riot shield with you on your back, and you'll be ready for this step. You want to make sure you're ready for this step. Make sure that you're safe and you feel comfortable for going into this step, because you're about to face a boss fight, and then you cannot get out of it unless you die, which means the game is over. So anyways, let's get on into the boss fight. Okay, so in order to engage into the boss fight, and once you are ready and once you are good to go, you want every player in the game to come over into the MPD room, and once you are all on top of these tiles, you want to pull out your gravity spikes or your Ragnarok DG4s, and you want to lay them onto the ground all at the same time. And once you all do that, everybody will be teleported into the boss fight room, and this is where the battle begins. Alright, so to explain the boss fight to you, he has 3 main attacks, or actually 4 main attacks, and the 4 main attacks all have a relevancy or a relatable thing to the bows. So basically, he has a lava attack like the magma bow, he has a skull attack just like the skull crusher bow, he has a dog attack where he spawns in dogs just like the wolf bow, and he has an electric attack like the storm bow. And the electric attack is the most devastating of them all. You basically have to hide behind these pillars while he's charging up, and if you don't hide behind the pillars while he's charging up the electric attack, it will insta-kill everybody that's not behind the pillars. So basically, those are his attacks. Now, in order to defeat this boss, while he is charging up his electrical attack in the middle, you'll have a few seconds to place your Ragnarok DG4s underneath him. So when you place the Ragnarok underneath him while he's charging up his electrical attacks, you will have to shoot him in the chest at the glowing symbol. while he is vulnerable with your upgraded bows. So everyone in the game with their upgraded bows shoots at his chest when he's vulnerable right after placing the DG4s underneath of his electrical attack. That is how you defeat the boss. He has 3 phases as well. And right after you beat him in the first phase, it'll spawn in a bunch of panzers, and each panzer will give you a max ammo, so don't worry about ammo, just kill them and get them out of the way, and you'll be on to the second phase of the boss fight. Now, fortunately enough, the second and third phase are exactly like the first phase of the boss fight, except in the third phase, panzer soldats will spawn while you're fighting the boss, and they're not really that big of a problem. It's not that bad, but basically, when you defeat the boss, you'll know when you defeated him when he does this little spinning animation. He's just spinning in circles over and over and over again like a ballerina, and once you have killed him, you are pretty much done with the Easter egg at this point, and then you are ready to complete this Easter egg and see the final cutscene for your own eyes. Alright, and now for the final and last step of this Easter egg. All you have to do is take the summoning key out of the MPD, and once you take the summoning key out of the MPD, you want to head up to the platform where the terminals were when you were playing the matching game for the first time. You head up there with the summoning key, and then you press square or your interact key on the terminals, and once you press that on the terminals, it will activate this awesome cutscene that you're about to witness.
As I foresaw, 2 Germans, but only 1 remains.
The road is long and dark, but I know where we are going. We will complete our mission.
Alright guys, that is all of the Easter egg complete. You have nothing else to do anymore. There is more of a actual cutscene right after the Easter egg when the moon explodes, but I'm not going to show that to you in this video, only because some people are not going to want to see what happens at the end of the Easter egg or what the ending cutscene is. The reason for that is because I'm trying to respect for what people want from the Easter egg. Some people want to see what the end of the Easter egg is for themselves, and I want to respect that, and I want them to see the ending cutscene for themselves when they do it. So I made the guide for them, and they're gonna do it themselves and watch the ending cutscene for themselves, and they don't want to spoil it for themselves. That is why I'm not putting it in this video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps you guys out, and if it did, please be sure to leave that like down below. Also, if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Also, be sure to check out the channels down below that helped me with this Easter egg. They were a big help. They got me through the Easter egg, and they helped me through the Easter egg. We all helped each other out, and we're done with the Easter egg, and it's finally over. This Easter egg was an absolute blast, and it was so much fun to do. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.